In the top stories, Selwin Pringle charged with murder of Janelica Romney. Brazil's former President Bolsonaro ordered to wear an electronic ankle monitor, and United Kingdom set to lower voting age to 16 years. Welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, 18th July 2025. I am Jasmine Thomas. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, RSC-NPF, has formally charged Selwin Judge Pringle, age 64, of Deep Basin Kitts, with murder in connection with the death of 15-year-old Janelica Romney of New Guinea, St. Kitts. The offense was committed on the 16th of June 2025. This charge follows earlier charges brought against Mr. Pringle on the 26th of June for the offenses of kidnapping and false imprisonment. Also, in relation to Janelica's disappearance, a post-mortem examination was conducted on the 17th of July 2025 by forensic pathologist Dr. Shanadel Norford Harry, with support from resident pathologist Dr. Adrian Nunez, Quintana, and Dr. Nordica Phillip. The examination determined that the cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the body. Mr. Pringle was charged shortly thereafter at the Bastia police station. The national under-19 women's handball team is currently in Canada representing the federation in competition. The players departed earlier this week to represent the federation at the tournament. Minister of Sport, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, greeted the team at the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport ahead of departure, adding he is pleased to see young women representing the federation in sport.
I also recognize that all of you are young females, and I emphasize on young females. And that again represents something that I don't think a lot of people truly give appreciation to. Females in sports, we don't see a lot of that, and that representation. And so seeing this now is also inspiring, because a lot of times you see the males and they go overseas and they're recognized, but a lot of times we don't get to see the female representation.
Minister Duggins also said that when women are leaders in society, things are always better. Head of the team's delegation, Azaria Vanterpool, said the young ladies have put in the work to earn their shot at glory.
It was a hard adjustment for most, because as with anything that is new, it wouldn't come naturally, but I can say that the girls have been willing and they have been putting in the work to learn the sport, and they've been doing it.
Ms. Vanterpool said their goal for the team is to give it their best while also gaining valuable experience.
The goal for the team essentially would be to win the matches, but more so when I describe winning, more so winning off the court, the development of the sport, the development of the girls, it's a first for most of them. So coming up against teams like the USA and Mexico, who have been playing a really, really long time, and this sport has been popular in that region, I don't expect a lot from the girls, but just for them to go out there and give up their best, and that's all we could ask.
Their competition comes to an end on Sunday, the 20th of July. The Nevis Island Administration, NIA, is hailing the 2025 Nevis Mango Festival as an economic success, reporting a marked increase in attendance at the local spending over the three-day event. The flagship event on the 6th of July for the love of mangoes drew a significantly larger crowd this year, with a total of 4,173 persons attending the event in 2025 compared to 2,536 in 2024. According to ticket and attendance data, we are talking about an increase of 1,637 people, or 65% in terms of attendance. Those are hard numbers in terms of ticket sales, because we recognize that, of course, not everyone would have purchased a ticket. We sold over 3,800 tickets for the Mango Festival this year. Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley, reported. The festival, a vibrant culinary celebration centered around Nevis's iconic mango, showcased the talents of approximately 50 local chefs who created an array of mango-infused dishes, drinks, and products. Beyond the numbers at the festival itself, ferry traffic between St. Kitts and Nevis surged for the weekend, further demonstrating the draw of the event. Going to the Mango Festival that we just concluded, July 4 to 6, we had 11,904 crossings back and forth on the boats between St. Kitts and Nevis for the Mango Festival weekend. And of those, 7,719 crossed to and from Uwali and 4,185 crossed to and from Charlestown. We are talking about a spend of almost $400,000 on the weekend just on fares at the ferry, Premier Brantley revealed. He noted that the nearly $400,000 in ferry revenue is only part of the story, as the administration continues to assess the broader economic ripple effect across sectors such as hospitality, beauty, transportation, and entertainment. On the regional scene, Brazil's former President Jair Bolsonaro has been ordered to wear an ankle monitor and follow strict restrictions, including a night curfew, a ban on contacting diplomats or co-defendants, and a prohibition on using social media. The Supreme Court imposed the measures during an investigation into Bolsonaro's alleged role in attempting to overturn the 2022 election, which he lost to President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Federal police searched Bolsonaro's home and the party headquarters in Brasilia. He called the measures a supreme humiliation, but he said he never intended to flee or seek asylum. His son, Eduardo Bolsonaro, a lawmaker living in the U.S., is also under investigation for allegedly working with U.S. officials to sanction Brazilian authorities. Justice Alexandre de Moraes said their actions amounted to obstruction and coercion. U.S. President Donald Trump, an ally, condemned the trials as unfair and imposed tariffs on Brazil in protest, calling it a witch hunt. Brazilian justices said the tariffs won't affect the outcome of the case, expected to resume between August and September. Bolsonaro's lawyer has not commented. And now for a look at news on the international scene. The United Kingdom could become one of the first European countries to lower the voting age to 16 in all national elections, in what the government is calling a landmark effort to future-proof its democracy. If passed by the Parliament, the proposed reforms, unveiled Thursday, would bring national votes in line with elections in Scotland, Wales, and the Channel Islands, where younger voters already cast ballots. Young people deserve to have a stake and to have a say in the future of our democracy, said Parliamentary Under Secretary for Local Government in the House of Commons on Thursday. The UK's move, which could be in place for the next general election, follows a growing global trend toward younger enfranchisement. And now for a look at the weather. Present weather is partly cloudy with dust haze. Winds are moderate from the northeast at 13 miles per hour. Seas are up to 1.2 meters or 4 feet. The weather forecast for today predicts partly cloudy skies with a 20% or slight chance of showers. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a 40% or moderate chance of showers. Sunset today will be at approximately 10 minutes before 6. Sunrise tomorrow will be at around 15 minutes before 5. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. God bless you.